Hello, what Ifus? This is James. New main box. Valhalla is calling no release date, but based on the pattern, new box every 3 weeks or so. I expect this box to come in 4 or 5 days. Get your wallets ready, because this is, dare I say it, a spicy one. Now, we have partial leaks. I believe it's partial leaks because usually in a main box we have 9 ultra rares and 11 super rares, and we only have 8 ultra rares and 10 super rares listed. And then Fortune Wind is obviously some form of error because this is an event drop. Please don't be giving us event cards in the box, Konami. So based on past boxes, I believe we are missing an ultra rare. I believe we are missing 2 super rares, but you know, Konami changed up some expectations on us very recently, embarrassing me, which we will discuss in the very next video. But we're not here for that. We are here for as many combos as I can fit into roughly 10 minutes. All right. So Banishment of Darklords. Search card for Darklords. Obviously amazing. Even though you can only activate 1 per turn, it does count as a Darklords card, so you can dump it with Dixchell. Speaking of Dixchell, you're mostly going to be searching her or Darklord contact with the banishment of the Darklords. And the other thing that banishment does is it makes all of your weird 1 card ofs useful. It makes them searchable. It makes them worth including. That's your Darklord Morningstar, and also your, more importantly, your Darklord Desire. Forbidden Lance, I think of it as a reverse Cosmic Cyclone. You attack into your 1 back row that your opponent has. Maybe it's a bluff, maybe it's not. Doesn't matter. You have Forbidden Lance. Your opponent says, ha! I activate Drowning Mirror Force, and you're like, ha! I activate Forbidden Lance. So it forces your opponent, so like rather than Cosmic Cyclone, you give up something. It forces your opponent to give up something, and then you get to, negate it. That's, kind of the math of it. More exciting. Fortune Lady Calling. If you control a Fortune Lady monster, special summon 1 Fortune Lady monster from your deck with a different name from the card you control. The cards you control. For the special turn, after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Synchro Monster. You can only activate 1 Fortune Lady Calling per turn. We are getting Fortune Lady Synchro in the main box. So to spruce up our event drops, we're getting Fortune Lady Every, and the event cards are actually important. All right, so make sure that you get your Fortune Lady Light when it is removed from the field. Special summon a different Fortune Lady. Here we go. Fortune Lady Light. Yada, yada, yada. When this card is removed from the field by a card effect, you can special summon 1 Fortune Lady monster from your deck. It is a Dark Signer Carly drop. Make sure you get it because of what I'm about to tell you. So, Fortune Lady Past or Fortune Lady Light plus Fortune Lady Calling gives you Fortune Lady Every. All right? So, normal summon either Past or Light. Go Calling for the other one. You have Past, you have Light. And then you're going to activate your special ability, Time Passage. This is a drop from Carly. Get Grinding Now. Select 1 Fortune Lady monster you control. Its levels increased by 3 until the end of this turn. And you can actually use it twice per duel, so you can do it again. This card's attack and defense are equal to its level times 200. Yada. Once per turn, blah, 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 blah. You can target 1 Fortune Lady monster you control, banish any number of spellcaster monsters from your hand, field, or GY except that monster, and if you do increase or reduce that monster's level by the number of monsters banished until the end of this turn, you can only use this effect of Fortune Lady Past once per turn. So, Time Passage on Fortune Lady Past, 1 plus 3 becomes 4. You banish Fortune Lady Light. Fortune Lady Past reduces her own level by 1 to 3, and then Fortune Lady Light's ability activates, and you can special summon Fortune Lady Water, a level 4, and when it is special summoned, you can draw 2 if you have another Fortune Lady on the field, which you do. So you have your level 4 Water, your level 3 Past, and then you can Synchro Shokan into Fortune Lady, and a draw 2 on top of that. And why would you want Fortune Lady Every? This card's attack and defense are equal to its level times 400, so it's 2800 as soon as you summon it. Once per turn during your standby phase, increase the level by 1. Then you can banish one face-up monster your opponent controls during your opponent's end phase. If this card is in your GY, you can banish one other spellcaster monster in your GY, special summon this card. OMG. And we could use level augmentation. We can make her even huger, even more massive. I love Fortune Ladies a lot. Going all out for the Fortune Lady calling. This is Daddy's new favorite. Master Hyperion is master of the agents. We have Agent of Mystery, Earth. We're also getting Agent Jupiter, Agent Uranus. No, don't be immature. And, of course, in true Yu-Gi-Oh! Fashion, the best card comes from an old box. And that would be Agent of Creation, Venus. You can pay 500 life points, special summon one Mystical Shine Ball from your hand or deck. What that does is it provides fuel for Master Hyperion. So you can you normal summon Venus. You can then special summon the 2 Shine Balls, and then your opponent destroys all of them. Or you can use like Econ. You can take your opponent's monster. Anyway, the Venus in the graveyard is banished for Master Hyperion, and then the 2 Shine Balls in the graveyard are banished to destroy while you have Sanctuary in the Sky in the field. You can activate this effect up to twice per turn, and you're searching that with Agent of Mystery Earth, normal summon Agent of Mystery, Master Hyperion can be then added to the hand, and then you can immediately banish Earth for Master Hyperion, but he doesn't have his ability unless you have dumped more fairies, somehow getting more fairies in the graveyard. You can also use cards from the sky. Okay, cards from the sky, banish Light Fairy from your hand, and then you can draw 2. And then after you can, it's actually okay if you banish Hyperion, because you're going to, of course, have 3 of him, so you can draw more. But you can also use Miraculous Descent, which is a level up from Taya. It was also a freebie from like Bingo. So I think we have 2 Miraculous Descents. You ban it, you can special summon the Light Fairy, which is banished. You can also just use Valhalla, Hall of the Fallen. Once per turn, you special summon 1 fairy type monster from your hand. You must control no monsters. So just without restriction, Master Hyperion, and then searching with Agent of Mystery. That's small brain, isn't it? Aren't we going to use Light and Dark? Light and Dark, Master Hyperion plus Darklords Superbia, which is a dark level 8 fairy. Searches Master Hyperion very nicely. You can even use Light and Dark. If you're cheap like me, Venus is a level 3 Light Fairy. And you can use Ukobak, which is a level 3 Dark Fairy. Level 3 Dark Fairy. Search your Agent of Creation Venus. So, there you go. You only need 1. Scrap Dragon, we'll get to Nordics in a minute. Why is Scrap Dragon great is because it enables the loop with scraps. Scraps very expensive. They have multiple ultra rares, multiple super rares spread out across multiple boxes. The Scrap Twin was the first decent Scrap Synchro that we had. And then it also had the effect that when this card is destroyed by opponent's card, sent to the graveyard, target 1 non-synchro scrap monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, and that would be the Scrap Fridge. Scrap Golem. Yeah, Scrap Golem. But see, Scrap Golem can only special summon a level 4 or lower. Anyway, the thing is, it's just a lower level restriction on scraps. And the destroy, like Scrap Twin versus Scrap Dragon is destroy versus, returning to the hand. It's just more flexibility for scraps, and also Scrap Chimera. Scrap Chimera can do some work. Level 4 Scrap Chimera plus level 4 Scrap Beast into Scrap Dragon. The Agent of Mystery. Kinka Byo looks like a cat. Oh, Reptilian Lamia. Enables Reptilian Vasky. You can target 1 face of monster your opponent controls. Change its attack to 0, and if you do, special summon this card. and then take damage equal to the monster's original attack. So then you have 0 Lamia, 0 opponent's monster, and then you contribute them both for Vasky. All right, anyway. Vasky, she was right there. All right, there you go. Vasky is a boss from the old, from another main box, and you special summon her by attributing 2 face-up monsters with 0 attack. So now, instead of just relying on Wall of D, we can just go Reptilion, Lamia. And finally, Star Eater. A dragon synchro must be synchro summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card's synchro summon cannot be negated. When synchro summon, cards and effects cannot be activated, so it can't be floodgated. It can be Canadian later, but it's immune to floodgate, which is a problem. If this card attacks, it's unaffected by other card effects until the end of the damage step. So it's not like Armades or Ancient Gear. They can't activate whatever it is because they're not reading, but it doesn't do anything, so they waste the card. So that's actually ideal. How do we summon him? Debris Dragon. Debris Dragon. Anyway, let's let that load. Debris Dragon, level 4 tuner. Here we go. Now I can finally use my... I think I have 5 of this, actually. Normal summon, special summon any monster in your graveyard that has less than, I want to say, 1,000 attack. 500 or less attack in your graveyard, special summon that target in attack position, but its effects are negated. And this can only be synchroed for a dragon, and the other synchro material cannot be level 4. So 11 minus 4 is 7, so you need a level 7 that's, 0 to 500 attack. Or, you can use level augmentation. You could use a level 4 and then augment it with a level 3 for the level 7. But one that I have seen, I believe, yes, Worm Victory. Worm Victory plus Snake Rain. Dump the Worm Victory. Normal summon the Debris Dragon. And there you go. You have an indomitable synchro monster. And my time is up. Thank you for watching. Very quickly, Super Nimble Mega Hamster is another Raikou Lightsworn Hunter. Good night.